Hey guys, it's Derek and welcome back to my channel. Another day, another Amazon unboxing. And this time, I remember the scissors. So in today's video, I've got this and I've got that. I've mentioned in the previous video that audio is a really important part of making highly watchable YouTube videos. So it's basically the picture and also the sound. And there's nothing worse than hearing all this ambient noise in the background. And I did mention in the last video that that's exactly what I'm talking about. Just on cue, the refrigerator starts making this humming noise, and I'm sure that you can hear it through the microphone attached on top of this FX30 camera that I'm using. And this is something that I bought recently from Amazon Prime, and this is the HoloLand Lark M1 wireless microphone system. And the reason I bought this is that this does not come with a cable that fits an iPhone, which is this, and hopefully by getting that onto there, I can use this not only on the FX30, but I can also use it on my iPhone when I make my videos. So I got this off of Amazon Prime, as I do with most of my stuff. So it's a two-person setup, and the difference between this one and the one-person setup is that this two-person one comes with a charging case and the one-person does not. This charging case is pretty cool once I can open it and show you. And look, it even comes in this really cool carrying pouch. How cool is that? So inside this HoloLand case is a little cat fur thing which you put on it to muffle out some of the wind noise. And oh, that's cool. So this is the device. So this is the microphone inside the charging box, and on the other side there are some cables. This is a USB-A to USB-C cable, and as mentioned earlier, this system or this set does not come with a cable which is compatible with an iOS device which uses a Lightning. And what else is in here? There's a Lark M1 quick start guide. We are here for you. After sales card, let's get in touch. The quick start guide, transmitter, receiver. So to get started, what I'm going to do is thank you for choosing Lark M1. Let's get started by opening the charging case and taking out the transmitter and receiver. You flip that open and there's three things in there. And there's already some lights popping up there. So take out the transmitter and receiver. First thing is, these are super small and they're super light. You're barely going to notice that they're on. The system will automatically turn on and collect. When the lights turn to blue static, they're ready for use. Now I'm going to remove these blue thingies from the bottom because it's actually covering the speakers and the transmitter stuff. So your options are you can connect it to the phone or connect it to the camera using the various cables. So right now I'm recording this video using the Rode microphone which is on top of the FX30 on an XLR handle. I'm going to have to take that off. So this is the fun part of the video. This is when I get to try out the full capabilities of this HoloLand Lark M1 wireless microphone. This is a cute case. I've just charged it. Now basically with this configuration, it takes 1.5 hours to fully charge the devices inside this charger, and once you've fully charged it, you've got 8 hours of battery life, which is amazing on this transmitter and receiver. And this is capable of giving it additional juice, and you can get a total of 20 hours. I've currently got this set on volume level 10 on the Sony FX30, and hopefully that you can hear me quite well. And the next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to attach it to the collar of my hoodie here. Now your options are you can either put it on the inside so that you can't see any of the lights on the logo, or you can be cool and hang it on the outside and you can see everything. The blue light means it's connected, so I'm just going to hook this on now. So hopefully you can still hear me nice and clearly. I don't know, which I'm going to test right now, is if I move my arms around like this, whether you're going to get some of the static from me rubbing on the shirt with this microphone. And this might be the case because I'm wearing a hoodie, so I'm actually going to take this off just in case, because I can't sample the sound right now and I don't want to ruin the rest of this video. But if you've got a different kind of piece of clothing, it may not be as much of an issue, but I'm actually going to take this off. So I'm just going to hold on to it and talk into it. So basically with the transmitters, there are two buttons. One of them is just an on-off button, and this one here, if you press it once and this thing goes green, that means it's activating the noise cancelling feature. Now I'm going to speak with the noise cancelling feature on right now to see if there's any weird distortion to my voice. I guess this is going to be more useful when you're outside in the wind where you're going to get a lot of other ambient noise. So if you're sitting here like this, I'm pretty sure I can get by without it, and that means it reduces the risk of having any weird artificial noises and distortions as a result of the noise cancelling feature. So one more press, it goes back to blue. What I noticed, and this is something that I took a little bit of time to figure out prior to making this video, is that these are essentially mono microphones. So there's two types of microphones, there's mono and stereo. Currently I've got the receiver set on mono. So if you press and hold on the M, which is one of the buttons on the side of the receiver, which I can't show you now because it's mounted on top of the FX30, if you have it and you press it and the light goes green rather than blue, what that means, it's in mono mode. Mono mode is probably the one you're going to want to use if you're making videos like this. What happens is if you put it on stereo mode, if the receiver has a blue light rather than green light, that means it's recording in stereo. And what you will notice is when you play back, it's only going to be coming out of one ear. That's a thing that it took me a little bit of time to figure this out. I thought there was actually something faulty with the thing, but basically you're going to have one channel, so it's going to go either in your left or your right ear, and you're not going to hear anything in the other ear. But if you use the second one of these, you're going to get a stereo effect. But here's the thing. If you made the mistake of forgetting to put it onto mono, and when you play it back on your computer, you can only hear the volume out of one speaker, you can actually fix that in post. So I don't know what software you're using, but definitely in DaVinci Resolve, and I've seen it on a YouTube video where somebody was using Final Cut. But basically what you can do is you can use a feature on the video editing software to turn it into kind of mono so it comes out of all the speakers anyway, so it's not a huge disaster. But if you can see the green light on top of the receiver, it means you're recording in mono and all's going to be good and you're not going to have to tinker with it in post at all. So if the sound quality of this thing is good, this is going to be a great product because it's super light. This is amazing. Basically feels like a feather. You can't even feel that you're holding onto it, and you definitely aren't going to be able to tell if you're wearing it. The battery life is excellent, and if it does help get rid of all the peripheral noise and all the distractions. For example, the fridge, which ironically is not humming right now, but it was humming early in the video. If it can get rid of noises like that, if it can get rid of the funny ticking on the clock or other things, it's going to be really a great improvement to your videos. And we all know that if you've got a sharp picture which is in focus and not shaky, not going to give people motion sickness, if you've got decent sound which is not full of distortion, full of thumping noises, full of hissing sounds, people are more likely to stay watching your video because it's not going to be annoying. And the whole point of us making these videos is to have as many people watch it as possible. And one of the reasons why I got this rather than just leave a boom mic on top of the hot shoe is I'm sitting probably just about a meter away from this camera. And the further away you are, the less effective the mic on top of the camera is because it's just too far away. The good thing about it is I can actually go further and further away, and you're not going to lose the sound because the microphone is here, not over there. And that's why my wireless microphones are so useful, because you don't have to get really close to the camera to get a good sound. And if you're planning on using this setup with an iPhone, which has a lightning port, all you have to do is to grab this cable, grab this adapter, sorry I'm only using it one-handed, and connect that end to the receiver, and then you've got yourself a wireless microphone system for your iPhone. And as you know, I don't like carrying heavy equipment around all day because it just becomes cumbersome, it becomes a nuisance. And the thing about this transmitter as well is that it's so small, it's so minimalistic, that it's not going to attract attention. You get a big boom mic on top of your camera when you're out vlogging or on your iPhone, people are going to notice that you're doing something and they're going to get self-conscious. People aren't going to be natural. So having something this small and discreet makes it much easier to capture good quality footage, especially when you're out in public. Having really large, bulky equipment, it's really just going to attract attention to yourself, and sometimes that's not what you want to do, and this is perfect for that reason as well. So just in summary, the total price I paid for this 2-transmitter Hollyland Lark M1 was, just going to check the price on the computer because I've already forgotten, was $239. This was delivered next day with Amazon Prime. And the Apple, I'm guessing this is an official Apple, but I can never really tell. This Apple to Lightning connector is $14. and also came next day on Amazon Prime. So that's the end of the video. I hope you found this useful, and I hope it's helped you decide whether this is potentially a good decision for you if you do a lot of video recording. If you're interested in buying this microphone setup, please have a look in the description of this video, because I have an affiliate link for Amazon, and if you click on that link to purchase this item, I get a small referral fee, and that is at no cost to you, and it will really help me out. Apart from that, hope you've just found value in this video, and if you did, leave me a thumbs up, and please remember to subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you in another video and more tech reviews real soon. Have a great night. Bye. And just ask yourself one thing. If you are, for example, out in the city doing some candid videos, or just wanted to take some decent footage and maybe do a bit of a vlog, this is so non-intrusive compared to before what I was describing, what I was recording before. This is the XLR handle with a Rode Wireless Go on it. This is not inconspicuous. This is going to attract attention. People are going to think you're a professional, and they're going to get really nervous when they're around you.